moving on to the popular subject of duster slippers for cats. Do you want to hear? I'll start with the quote. So, this week's retarded invention. Now the most boring job in the house becomes hours of fun, not for you but for your cat. With these dust-dislodging foot socks, cats can play their part in easing the pressure of domestic chores. Lazy cats are of course much less productive than excitable ones. But this problem may be overcome if you introduce a dog into the house. So they're telling you to buy these mops for cats, and they're also telling you to buy a dog to encourage the cat to clean quicker. What?
That's
Do you want to tell people what your new favourite game is on the Android?
It's not Android, it's Windows 7.5.
Oh, right.
It is Narwhal Adventures Bacon Time. This is just a little bit of its song that plays non-stop when you're playing it.
There's been worse things. I'm going to read the top 10 most stupid inventions from pigjockey.com.
Oh, I'm being advertised The Hobbit on it. Which...
The chopstick fan, because hot noodles is just asking for trouble. The chopstick fan cools down those noodles on your chopsticks like nothing else. I mean, who wants to wait for a natural airflow? And it's just a desktop fan dangling from your chopsticks. That would make it such a chore to carry the chopstick. The back scratched grid t-shirt. An itchy back is one of the biggest problems man faces. That's why this t-shirt makes it easy for you to direct anyone to scratch in the perfect spot to rid your back of that annoying itch. So it's basically a back, it's your back, but it's got coordinates A to J and 1 to 10.
Yeah.
In squares on your back, so you can just say, "Oh, I've got an itch at D7."
Have you? Yeah, you've seen The Hobbit, haven't you?
Yeah, although I had to walk out at the end, so that's sad times.
When did you actually leave? I didn't see you leaving.
You know when? Spoiler alert. Go ahead by a minute, if you don't want to hear this. You know when Thorin is square? They're on the tree, and Thorin starts squaring up to that with White Orc.
Oh yeah, whatever his name is.
And then he gets fucked up because of a warg.
Yeah, he just gets fucked up.
And then Bilbo saves his ass. He doesn't really. Well, he does a little bit.
No, he does save it.
He kills an orc.
No, at the end, Thorin's like it's one of those things where Thorin does his thing where he says he's out of place and he shouldn't be there and he doesn't deserve to be there, and then he says, "And I've never been more wrong," and they're all happy and gay and hugging.
Had to say it.
So, yeah, it was. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Some irritated me with their silliness.
Yeah. Guess what?
What?
The telephone dumbbell. In modern times, people are spending longer at work, which means they have less time for exercise. Well, the telephone dumbbell lets you work out whilst answering calls. A truly magnificent breakthrough in the world of work and fitness. So you've got this office full of sweaty phone bashers. Sorry?
Are you glued to Encyclopedia again?
No, it's the 10 most stupid inventions on pigjockey.com.
That's silly.
The butter glue stick.
I'll bring everyone. Christmas countdown. When this was recorded at www.xmasclock.com, when right now, right here, it was 3 days and 5 hours, 22 minutes and 10 seconds.
What's that?
So now you can work out when we recorded this.
Ah.
That's how long it is till Christmas. 3 days, 5 hours, 22 minutes and 1 second.
For those of you with short attention spans and are getting bored, here's a picture of a slow loris. Look at that
Also,
slow
best
Loris
picture.
staring you down right now.
Best picture I've ever seen. Just right there, Oscar.
Meme blender.
It's
Jingle bells, jingle bells. Get me out of this fucking sleigh. I'll put that on the podcast for you guys to see. And we can get rid of that picture of the slow Loris now.
what games have you been?
It's quite creepy.
That was odd. But my Skype is telling me that I'm not connected.
That is strange.
So what games have you been obsessed with recently? Because I've had several. That I'm
Man,
currently.
Don't Starve. But by the way, thank you, Callum, for buying me Don't Starve. It means a lot. Don't Starve is a very good game indeed. What is this? It makes me want to cry. This picture.
What?
This picture.
What makes you want to cry?
The picture.
Oh, right.
Oh, it's so horrible. You will look at it. You will. Dust 514 had a terrible FPS.
Just fine. That game.
Terrible. Don't even bother, CCP. Seriously, stick with Eve. It was so much more worth it. I don't know why they feel that Eve was something they needed to make, but it's certainly better than 514. Hey, did you hear about they have like really serious meetings and politics and stuff with Eve? There's like forums and stuff and like top class gamers, and people spend like their life's savings on becoming a titan of Eve. We could just grind. We could just grind on Eve and then like destroy people's ships that are worth like $100,000. You could cause people to commit suicide by going on a campaign on Eve.
You could.
They'd be like, "That was my life's savings. You just blew up."
Well, you know, maybe it would help some people out. Maybe they'd go and get a job and do something worth doing.
Very possibly. Very possibly. Well, shit. I think I've made too much coffee. Well, it's time for things we'll be doing in the future.
Oh.
So, I will have a very nice new camera, and we will be doing it. Yeah, it will have a good microphone on it, and if it doesn't, it will have a port for a microphone. And we'll be doing IRL videos for your viewing pleasure.
We'll also be bringing you such joys as Crisis 3. Oh, Crisis 3.
And Lego Lord of the Rings co-op.
Yeah, it's brilliant. You can 2 people on 1 keyboard. It's amazing.
And also the rest of the North Passage. We haven't forgotten about the North Passage. It's a really difficult thing to do for us. Seriously. We have a lot of things to do in our time.
I
And
left it down for like a month after
the uber epic advert. Don't worry, guys. Also, we'll be doing some Don't Starve, or rather, Matt will be watching, or I'll be watching, and one of us will be playing it because it's only a single player. And Napoleonic Warfare, Mount and Blade, warband Napoleonic Warfare, is heading your way to screens near you, or you'd hope they'd be near you. If not, then somebody's probably stolen your computer, and you should probably worry about that.
Do you know what else you should worry about?
What?
Dr. Werewolf. That's actually that's good transition music.
Or end of the podcast music, because it's the end of the podcast. Thank you for listening, guys.